It's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me, world on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, Kenneth keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Toronto Thunderbirds. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
That thing's so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Allen looks to throw on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it third down and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dip.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll go on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Over! Gone!
And they'll run it here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Shreds the tackle. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. Again to Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Goes underneath for Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Dancing to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Myers able to knock it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. goes the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now is Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A little juke. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Detroit!
They'll go again with Bell. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Welcome back to Toronto as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The give is to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat, and we say, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final try here for Allen. But it's brought in by Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Gun! Back to that Philly, here we go!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. Able to get away. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Watching now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they will take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these people lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. but you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off some. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.